Hello to all my lovely subscribers. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your support through my first year of YouTube. I really appreciate it. It's been overwhelming and I'm humbled by your comments and your responses to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing and for sharing and for commenting on my channel. And for all those wonderful subscribers that have booked private readings, it's been an absolute delight connecting with you and putting faces to my subscribers and making that connection. So thank you for this wonderful response and support to my YouTube channel. I'd also like to take this opportunity to wish you all an absolutely happy festive season. Enjoy your family and friends. Enjoy this time that is about connecting and working together in love and in light. For all of those people that aren't celebrating Christmas at this time of the year for different religious reasons or different reasons, I wish you still a very, very happy end of year, and may you all have a really prosperous and happy 2019 ahead. So to everyone, enjoy the time that you have with friends and family, and a very, very happy Christmas to those of you that are celebrating Christmas, and to those that are not, I wish you a happy holiday and enjoyment with family members. Enjoy the time together. So till next time, I hope you enjoy your December readings that I bring to you. Hello, my lovely Taurians. Welcome to your December 2018 reading. It's the last reading for the year. It is a culmination of all the months through this year to get you to December and see what is there for you and what foundations you can lay moving ahead into 2019. So it's quite an exciting month, really. It's a transitional month. This is going to be a general reading for you, my lovely Taurians. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. So let's get on with the reading and see what is going to lie ahead for you in December. The first card that I've got here that is representative of you is the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, rising sign, sun sign, moon sign. I feel like it's more a representation of many of you. I feel like that in December there is going to be a call for engaging your emotions, employing emotions in decision making as well, following your instinct, following your gut, thinking in a new way. Rather than what you're used to in being pentacles, being earthed, thinking logically, thinking with the mind. This is about releasing some of that and feeling on an emotional level, following your intuition, getting in touch with your emotions. So in getting in touch with that emotional side, it's going to be a time that's going to bring in some change. I feel like you will also be feeling emotional in December. There'll be triggers that will trigger that emotional layer to you, I want to say. The emotional layer is going to be allowed to rise to the surface. What are your dreams? What are your desires? What are your wishes? What are you hoping for on an emotional level? Connecting with loved ones, connecting with people around you, really working out where to from here. And it's interesting that I say that because what's crossing you is the Two of Wands, and that's about choices and decisions. And I feel like they're internal choices and decisions. Which path are you going to choose? As far as your situation, I want to say, as far as your emotional situation, which path are you going to choose? And sometimes it can be an emotional connection you have to work, a project that you're doing. What path are you going to choose? Which direction are you going to choose? How are you going to carry it out? How are you going to fulfill what you're wanting to fulfill? Looking at people around you and what situation is going to suit you emotionally. It's about feeding your emotional self. December is about feeding the emotional self, not just being pragmatic and practical, but also getting in touch with emotions. And you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that emotional connection with people, with situations, with what life presents to you. It's going to stir emotions on a deeper level. So prepare yourself for that, because the beginning of December is going to be an emotional sort of month. But you'll work through it. You will work through it and you will grow from it and you will reap the results of it. So tapping into your intuition, tapping into your emotional self is also going to be beneficial to creating the abundance that you're seeking. And abundance can be in love, in health, in happiness, in finances. Remember, abundance is in all things. And so it's about creating working hard, working diligently, working towards self-exploration, which is going to create the abundance that you're seeking. And in creating that abundance, it's creating that self-satisfaction. This is on a subconscious level, so it's deep down within you. It's filling that a void that's there with abundance, with whatever you're craving. I mean, if you're craving acknowledgement at work and improvement at work and results with what you're doing, then that is on an emotional level. You're going to work hard to fill that. If you are wanting to get a promotion, you put yourself in and you emotionally invest in the promotion, in what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to launch a product or launch a business, you will also invest emotionally as well as financially and practically, and work hard at it to reap what you want from that situation. It's really interesting. It's also going to cause you to really reflect, cast a light, shed a light on parts of you that have been hidden, parts of you that have been private, parts of you that you've not wanted to look at. It's about meditating. It's about going within. It's about exploring the self. And this is the second sign that's got this. It's really interesting. It's about exploring the self, and it's about really choosing to shed light, expose these parts of the self and really look at them, really question yourself. So there's a questioning of the self, there's a self-analyzing, there's a really working out what you're wanting, what choices you're wanting to make, what's going to be good for you, what are you going to benefit from, what's going to give you what you're wanting from your life, from this next chapter, what's going to satisfy that. Because there has been, in the recent past, there has been this inner battle, this turmoil, but that's also shown itself as external obstacles, external situations that have come up for you to battle with, to deal with, external blocks, external situations that is requiring you to make a choice, make a decision, and to learn from. Our internal world is always reflected back at us in our reality, in our external world. So it's also battles with the self that you've been going through. There's been this battle with the self with you, Taurians, who are usually really strong and know where they're heading, and it's like bull at a gate, it's forge ahead. But this month is really asking you to stop and self-reflect and sort out the inner workings so that the external world can sort of unfold for you. Really interesting, really interesting. Do that effectively, and this is what you're going to reap. These are the rewards. This is the Empress. The Empress is about manifestation. She's balanced. It's about the birth of a new business, the birth of a new chapter in your life, the birth of new work, the birth of a child, the birth of a new beginning, a new home, a relocation, a new partner, a marriage. It's bringing in that abundance and creating that newness, giving birth to new things, giving birth to a new you, a new way of looking at things, a new way of how you manifest and create things in your reality. The Empress is a really rich, fulfilling, lush sort of card. When you draw that, it's really about she's so confident. She just knows that everything she needs is going to be there for her, and it can be for males or females. It's not particular to females. It's either sex, male or female. And it's about being confident in you being able to manifest and create in your reality what it is you're seeking, what you want to bring in, what you want to create. It's all there for you. It's all there for you to do. But you need to be balanced with that. You need to meditate. You need to be balanced. You need to know what direction you're moving in. Because if you're not sure, if you don't know, that confusion is going to be reflected to you in the external world. So in the first part of December, do the work. Really do that inner work. Work out what it is you're wanting, what direction you're moving in, what's going to be pleasing to you, what is going to be rewarding for you. And then the second half of December, you're going to be very clear about that, and you're going to be able to bring that into your reality with that clarity, no confusion, and then things will just unfold for you. And you do get there. You do that because by doing that inner work, you're going to really reap the benefits of it. This is the second card, star sign that's got this, which is really interesting. But it's about doing the inner work, being particular, being meticulous about it, really working at it conscientiously, and it will give you everything that you are wanting. If it's financial gain, you'll get it. If it's happiness, you'll get it. If it's love, you'll get it. If it's living in the lap of luxury, you'll get it. You know, it's you create it. You create it, but you must remember to stay balanced. Balance every aspect of your life. Find that balance. And if there's an aspect that's not in tune, is not in balance, then you need to work at balancing it out, because temperance is about balance. It's about balance of your emotional part of your life, balance about your learning and your wisdom, balance about pursuing your passions and what brings you joy, passion about being grounded, being earthed, having appreciation of nature, of beautiful things, nature, and which is your sign. Balance every corner of it, every aspect, not just one part of it. And in that balance, you'll be able to move forward. That's the work you're doing in the beginning of December. Interesting, because then you've also got the Emperor. You've got them both. So while you've got the gentleness of the Empress and the new life, new birth, because it's the Empress that gives life, that gives, brings on new life, is birthing, giving growth to new ideas, new projects. The Emperor is the one that is the protector. He protects. He's strong, he's controlling, he's used to being listened to. He puts forward, he doesn't put forward the plans, he actually gives instruction. So it's about also having that. And again, to me, the fact that you've got the Emperor and the Empress, it's about temperance, it's about balance. It's about balancing the masculine and the feminine aspect of you. Finding that balance. Balancing that aspect of you, masculine and feminine, so that you can move forward in balance. That's my dog snoring, if you can hear that. So that's really, that's going to be really important. Do the work in the first 2 weeks. of December, because in the final 2 weeks, you're really going to be able to put that in practice and move it forward. There's also going to be in December a signing of legal documents. There's legal things to tie up. So there's some sort of legal work that needs to be done. A signing of a new lease, a signing of a contract, a wedding, signing of a marriage certificate, a christening. It's about a legal aspect. A settlement comes through. An inheritance comes through. There's something to do with the legal aspect, and it doesn't have to be anything huge, but for some of you it will be, and for some of you it won't be as big. So it's going to be different for all of you, but there is going to be in December this tying up of a legal situation. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. Signing for a new car, birth of a child, christening, a wedding, purchasing a house, moving and leasing a property, lots of different things, an inheritance, different things for different people. But that's going to come up for you. That'll come up for you. And that could be part of these changes that you're bringing in. But the second half is really about, first half is working on yourself, getting rid of what you don't want, behaviors, patterns that keep repeating themselves, cycles that keep repeating themselves in your life, having a look at those and moving them on, tapping into your intuition and doing some inner work, as the Hermit shows you, to do the inner work on the self, meditation, reflection. Once you've got that tidied up and you've got a space there in your self, then you can bring in the new, bring in the changes, bring in what you want, manifest what you want in moving forward. Absolutely. It's really, really fantastic, because there is changes coming. In the second half of December, you're going to start seeing those changes and where they take you. That's going to lay the foundations for 2019. It's these changes that you bring in are only going to pick up momentum as we move through 2019. I'm going to draw a card from the Angels of Abundance now for you, my lovely Taurians, which will summarise the reading that I've given you so far, sort of in a little nutshell, to give you a bit more guidance. Let me get my glasses. So we've got God is your source. That's interesting, isn't it? It's God, the universe, source, whatever it is for you. It comes from the same pot, same place. So it doesn't really matter what you call it. Okay. Which is interesting, because that's your self-reflection. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive it. Your faith, okay? In God there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. And that's it, you see. It's about you spending the first part of the month reflecting, clearing out old habits that no longer suit you, and bringing in the abundance that is there. There's a wealth of it for you to call in and believe that it's there for you to receive. And that will lay the foundation for January and for 2019. So I hope you find that beneficial, my lovely Taurians. I hope that is of benefit for you. I wish you a very happy festive season and many, many blessings in December. And I'll see you in 2019.